The Reels Caption CTA formula. Turning silent scrollers into DM conversations. Your hook earns the view. Your caption is what actually starts the sale. Most creators obsess over the first 3 seconds of a reel and then type whatever caption comes to mind, treating it like an afterthought. A place to drop 3 emojis and a hashtag block. That's backwards. The hook gets someone to stop scrolling. The caption is the only part of the post doing the actual selling. It's the difference between a viewer who watches, nods, and swipes to the next video and one who taps your name, opens your bio link, and buys. If your reels get real views but your store fan sales don't move, the caption is almost always where the leak is happening, not the video itself. Why the caption is a separate lever from the hook. Creators talk about hooks constantly. Pattern interrupts, text overlays, the first frame that stops a thumb mid-scroll, and rightly so. Since without a hook, nobody watches long enough to hear the pitch. But a hook's job ends the moment the video finishes. What happens next? Comment, DM, profile tap, or scroll away is decided almost entirely by the caption underneath. 2 creators can post the identical video with the identical hook and get wildly different outcomes purely because one wrote a caption built to move people and the other wrote 3 lines of vibes. The reason this gets ignored is that captions feel like a formality on a video-first platform. But comments and saves get rewarded heavily, and a caption is the biggest lever you have for prompting both. So treating it as an afterthought costs you twice. Once on reach, once on conversion. The 3-part caption structure. Think of a caption as 3 short, separate jobs stacked on top of each other, each doing something the others can't. 1. The opening line. Earn the tap on more. Instagram truncates captions after roughly the first couple of lines, hiding the rest behind a more tap most people never bother making. A warm-up sentence. Okay, so this took me forever to figure out lol. Loses the reader before your actual pitch even loads. The opening line should restate the hook's promise more sharply or introduce a specific tension. A number, a mistake, a before-after. I made 0 for 8 months doing this wrong earns a tap. Story time does not. 2. The mid-caption nudge. Name the outcome and kill the objection. This is the section almost everyone skips, jumping straight from hook restated to link in bio. The middle 2 or 3 lines do the actual convincing, not by hard selling, but by naming the specific result someone gets and pre-answering the objections stopping them. If you sell a caption template pack, don't write caption templates in my store. Write, these are the exact 12 structures I use. No more staring at a blank box for 20 minutes. And yes, they work even if you're not funny. That last clause, the objection killer, separates a nudge that converts from one that gets scrolled past. 3. The closing prompt. One specific action, not a vague gesture. The closing line has one job. Tell the viewer exactly what to do next, as specifically as possible. Link in bio is weak because it points at an entire storefront with no clarity on what to click. Compare it to comment template, and I'll send the link, or tap my profile. First thing on the store is the pack. Specificity does double duty. It increases comments and tells the viewer precisely which product to look for, cutting the decisions between curiosity and checkout to basically 0. The keyword comment trick. Asking people to comment a single word, send, guide, kit. Before you DM them, the link does 2 things at once. It drives visible engagement that boosts the post's reach, and it turns a cold click into a warm one-on-one moment where you can answer a quick question before they buy. From comment to DM to store, fan link, the actual path. The keyword comment tactic works because it inserts a human step between interested and paying. And that step is where trust gets built. Someone who comments a keyword gets a real, even templated, reply from you. and then clicks through is far warmer than someone who tapped a raw link straight off a caption. Once they land on your storefront, the store designer's cover photo and blocks should make it obvious within a second which product the caption was pointing at. Matching the promise in your closing line to the product title on your page removes the last flicker of doubt before checkout. A worked example. Say you sell a Notion template for freelancers tracking client invoices. The video hook is a 3-second screen recording of an overdue invoice dashboard turning from red to green. Here's how the caption stacks. Opening line. I stopped chasing invoices manually, and my late payments dropped to almost zero. Mid-caption nudge. This is the exact tracker I built. It auto-flags anything overdue by 3+ days, no spreadsheets, no reminders you have to remember to send yourself. Closing prompt. Comment tracker, and I'll send it your way. Or it's the first thing on my store, linked above. Notice that nothing in this caption is clever or funny. It's specific, it names an outcome, it kills an objection, no spreadsheets, and it gives one unambiguous next step. That's the whole formula. It also matters that the product referenced in the caption is easy to find the moment someone lands on the page. If you're still deciding how to lay things out, a live example store shows how a single clear block per product keeps that promise intact. Does the opening line survive being cut off after 2 lines? Is there a specific number, result, or before/after in the first sentence? Does the middle section name one concrete outcome, not a vague benefit? Have you pre-answered the most obvious objection in one clause? Does the closing line give one specific action, not just link in bio? Would a first-time follower know exactly which product to look for once they land on your store? A hook gets you a view. A caption gets you a conversation. Only a conversation gets you a sale. Why this only pays off if the landing spot is ready. A perfectly engineered caption still fails if the click lands somewhere confusing. A bio with 5 competing links. A storefront with no clear hierarchy, or a checkout that adds friction right when intent is highest. This is the entire reason a dedicated storefront link exists in the first place. One clean page, one clear next step, matching the one clear ask you just made in the caption. Selling digital downloads, courses, coaching calls, or memberships all work the same way here. Instant automatic delivery means the person who commented tracker gets their file the second they pay. No waiting. No second email needed later. That speed is what makes the DM to purchase gap feel effortless instead of like a chore. If you haven't yet connected a payment method, it takes one click to link Stripe or add a PayPal email. And Apple Pay and Google Pay work automatically on top of that. So the only thing standing between a warm DM and a completed sale is whether your captions are actually doing their job. Paid plans also run at 0% platform fees, so the caption work you put in converts into revenue that's actually yours. Check pricing to see which plan fits where you are. Put it into practice this week. Pick your next 3 reels and write the caption before you even film. Using the 3-part structure as a script outline. It'll sharpen the hook too, since you'll know exactly what promise the caption needs to restate. Track which closing prompt performs best. Direct link versus keyword comment. Most creators find the keyword approach wins early on when trust is still being built, and a direct link wins later once an audience already recognizes the name and expects the storefront to deliver. Either way, the caption is doing work the video alone never could, and once someone's ready to click, make sure what they land on is just as ready to close the sale. Key takeaways. A caption has 3 distinct jobs: opening line, mid-caption nudge, closing prompt. And most creators only ever write the first one. The opening line has to survive the seam or cutoff, or the other 2 jobs never get read at all. A mid-caption nudge that names a specific outcome and objection outperforms generic link in bio language every time. Directing viewers to DM a keyword before the link click adds a warm-up step that increases conversion, not friction. Every caption's final job is to point somewhere. One product, one link, one action, never a vague check it out. Start your creator store free at store.fan.